Another statement, and I give it to him now.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, I'm thankful to my U.S. colleague for his direct response to our direct question. Our direct question was whether they could confirm right now and in this chamber that your country is not involved in this act of sabotage. And the response from my U.S. colleague was that he declared in this room that the U.S. denies any involvement in this incident. And I'm thankful to him for that answer. But I'd like to ask another question. After your words, as well as the words of our British colleague, what do you refer to when you say Russian disinformation and conspiracy theories? We didn't say who was guilty here before an investigation is carried out. All we did is cite facts. You can't deny the words of your own president, to refute his words, public words. Those are a quote, and that is a fact, as are the other quotes and facts that I cited. It is a fact that in June 2022, NATO exercises, Baltops exercises were held near the island of Bornholm, and it's a fact that the foreign minister of Poland, Mr. Sikorski, published the tweet that I showed you where he thanked the USA for what took place with the pipelines. The opening of the Baltic pipeline from Norway is also a fact, and NATO's announcement following the sabotage that strikes on NATO infrastructure are unacceptable. That is also a fact. These are all merely facts. Will you deny that the current energy crisis in Europe is objectively increasing the competitiveness of U.S. energy producers? Is that a conspiracy theory? This is objective reality of economic benefits for the United States. And finally, before the U.S. statement, we didn't link the Nord Stream incident with the Ukraine situation, but now we can see that our Western colleagues are considering this act of sabotage, no matter who may have committed it, as a form of revenge for Russia's actions in Ukraine. And I think that that statement narrows down the suspects and can help the investigation greatly. Thank you.
I thank the representative of the Russian Federation for that statement. I believe that the representative of the United States has asked for the floor also.
Monsieur le Président, I'll take the floor briefly. Again, I categorically deny any U.S. involvement in this incident. I also think we have heard quite categorically, both from me and from one of our briefers this morning, that the energy situation in Europe, however one wants to describe it, is more affected by Russia's unreliability as an energy supplier than anything to do with the United States. I also would like to point out that, as the Russian delegation itself has said, the facts they've pointed out are clear. There's no hiding of anything that's been said. But it's Russia that, as I laid out, has a record over the last 7 months of destroying civilian infrastructure, of causing suffering and loss across Ukraine. So if there's any country, perhaps, that has a record of doing the kind of thing that we're discussing here today, it isn't the United States. Thank you.
I thank the representative of the United States for that statement. There are no more speakers on the list. Before adjourning this session, which is the last for the month of September, I would like to express the sincere appreciation of the delegation of France to the members of the Council, as well as to the Secretariat of the Council for all the support they have provided us. And here I'm thinking about the staff responsible for staffing the sessions, the interpreters, translators, conference service officers, verbatim reporters, and security staff. And as this session is concluding, I'd like to wish good luck to the delegation of Gabon, who will be presiding for the month of October. The session is adjourned. I'm sorry. I apologize. I adjourned before the Russian Federation representative could speak.
Mr. President, before we say the words of gratitude to you for the French presidency during the month of September, we were informed in the course of the meeting that one of our briefers, namely the representative of Gazprom, wanted to make a brief comment at the end of the meeting, and I think that was transmitted to the French presidency, and I would request you to grant him this if that's acceptable to the presidency.
Monsieur le Président,
I do not intend to turn the floor back to the briefers, but if the majority owner of Gazprom wishes to do so, you can go ahead.
Спасибо, благодарю вас.
Thank you very much. I would like to briefly thank Mr. Elmezega for his overview of the gas market, although we categorically disagree with him. Nord Stream 1 and 2 at present. I did not give you the floor, says the president. The representative of the Russian Federation has the floor.
Показалось мало. Теперь не взорвано.
Mr. President, I cannot speak for Gazprom. I just passed the request of Gazprom to speak, and that was it.
très bien. Je suis heureux.
Very well. I'm pleased that Gazprom can ask for the floor through Russia. If the owner of Gazprom wishes to speak, he may have the floor. Otherwise, the meeting is adjourned.
I value your irony, Mr. President, but just to make things straight, the representative of Gazprom, whom we facilitated to participate in this meeting, obviously, requested it through us because he has the means of communicating through us, and not because the Russian state is the major shareholder of Gazprom.
Le représentant de Gazprom a eu la parole.
The representative of Gazprom has had the opportunity to speak along other participants. I thank you. The meeting is adjourned.